Hello and welcome to Gear for Music. I'm Dean from GuitarWorks and today I'm going to show you how to restring this LA electric guitar. So first I'll take you through some of the general basics, the appropriate strings and the tools, and then we'll go through restringing the guitar in stages. Okay, when it comes to strings, there are a few different types, brands and gauge you can use. Today we're going to be using the Gear for Music electric guitar strings, and they're a 10 to 46 regular gauge. Okay, so we're going to be using a few different tools to help us with the restring process. First is a string winder for taking on and off the strings, make it a little bit faster and a little bit easier for us. Second is a tuner. This is a clip-on style, again available from Gear for Music. This is going to let us know that the guitar's in tune when we're finished. And the third is a set of wire cutters or pliers you can just get from any regular hardware store. It's going to help us take off the strings and cut them to the right length when we're done. Okay, so let me just show you what we're going to be doing with this electric guitar. We're going to be detuning it, we're going to be cutting the strings, we're going to be pulling the strings through the back of the guitar, and then we're going to be putting the new strings into the back, pulling them through to the front, stringing them up at the headstock, tuning it up, and it'll be good to go. Okay, so when it comes to electric guitar, there are a couple of different types of bridges out there. Most commonly on a double cut electric guitar is a string through the body approach, which we're going to cover today. There are also other types of bridges, most commonly found on single cut guitars, like this one, where the strings go through the back of a tailpiece instead of through the body. Everything else is exactly the same. Right, so the first process is to detune. So we're going to take our Gear for Music string winder and make sure all the strings are nice and slack. Okay, so these are nice and slack now, so when we cut them, they're nice and safe. So I'm going to cut these strings just to make it a little bit easier when taking it through the bridge. If we leave the strings intact, the wind and the bent end of the string sometimes gets caught in the saddles and it just makes it a little bit harder, so we're going to cut them off so then they'll slip through the back of the bridge really nice and easy. Now we're going to take them off the headstock. And now we're going to take these old strings and push them through the back of the body, pull them out the back. Okay, so we're going to take the new set of strings out of the packet. Now these strings come labelled and individually wrapped, so it makes it nice and easy to know which one goes where. So we've got 6 being the thickest and number 1 being the thinnest. So now with our strings out of the packet, we're going to unwind them. And we're going to feed them through the back of the body, through the corresponding holes. Cool, so we just need to make sure that the string comes through the middle and the hole of the little saddle, so then it can come through the body and rest over the saddle like that, nice and tight. Right, so now we're going to cut the strings to the right length. So we're going to take them up to the headstock. And what I like to do is to cut them about 1.5 inches to 2 inches past the post that it's going to be through. So I'm going to cut this one just here. Okay, so after we've cut the strings to the right length, it's time to feed them through the tuning posts. So we're going to take our string winder for this to make it a little bit easier again. So we're going to pop the string through, leaving just a little bit sticking out. And then we're going to start winding. Now we want to finish at the bottom of the post. Since we've cut them about 1 to 2 inches after the post, it's going to give us about 2 to 3 winds on each post. So I'm going to go above the protruding string end first, and then I'm going to push it down so it starts to wind underneath. So that gives us a little bit of grip on the end, and also finishes at the bottom of the tuning post, so that the angle over the nut breaks a little bit better and just adds to tuning stability again, and just a little bit better transition of tone as well. Okay, so now all the strings are in the posts. On this style of guitar, there's a couple of string retainers that we need to put the strings through. So we're just going to push them underneath there while the string's not so tight. So now comes the tuning part. So we're going to use this Gear for Music headstock tuner. So normally we clip this tuner to the back of the headstock, and as you tune you can see the display, but just for the purposes of this video so you can see what's going on, I'm going to clip it on this strap button. So we switch our tuner on. We play the string that we want to tune. So this needs to be an E. So when it gets to E, you need to get it in the middle. and then it lights up green when it's in tune. So now all 6 strings are in tune. Just going to go back and check them. They're new strings, so they'll take a little bit of time to sort of bed in and settle down. So you might find that they'll slip a little bit on the first tuner. But after a couple of times, it should settle and be nice and stable. So there you go, a quick demonstration on how to restring an LA electric guitar. We've added some annotations to this video so you can go back and watch specific parts if you're working along with this demo. If you'd like to learn more about the guitar or any of the materials used in this video, please visit the Gear for Music website. Thanks for watching.